glutes and hips workout all combined into one. You do not need any equipment except a workout mat because we will be coming down to the floor. So to get us started, let's go ahead and just walk in place. I just want to get us a little bit warmer. And you'll notice at first we keep the legs down and knees not too high. We're going to have some little intervals to get the knees raised as we get warmed up here. In 10 seconds, we'll start lifting those knees up a little bit higher. Get the arms moving, get that nice blood flowing. So go ahead and just lift a little bit higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your quicker pace with the knees a little bit lower. And we'll get that in 2 more times. So when you are ready, go ahead and lift those knees a little bit higher right here. So we go lift, 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 a little higher. You'll feel the legs getting nice and warm. 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down, or at least lower the knees down. Might be as quick a pace, just not as high. And one more time for me, go ahead and raise those knees up higher again. So it's lift, lift, big arms. Already I can feel a difference in my breath. 3, 2, and 1. Slow that pace down and then widen your stance. And we're just going to shift back and forth. So you can press your hands in front or leave them to the sides. Down, press up, down, press up. Good, now we're going to repeat this set, so keep them going, but we're going to push the arms forward. Push, push, keeping your back nice and straight over the hips. Press. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so that we keep this short, we're going to go ahead and get started with our first exercise. So we have a few exercises standing, and as I mentioned, you don't need anything. I'm going to actually use my wall for some balance when we need it. But let's get started with some squats. So I have the feet facing towards you, and I'm about shoulder width, and then we're just going to sit down and back, sit down and back. Now, to make sure that these are nice and effective, because we're trying to work the glute muscles here. So have it as a goal for yourself that you gain some confidence in your strong legs and really push through the heels when you come back up. Down. We got 2 more. And 1. All right, nice job. Now, we're going to take it a little bit wider, turning the toes slightly out. So my knees want to track over the feet, making this a sumo squat. So we come down, push to come up. And again, wiggle your toes here to stop them from pressing, but rather we want all that work to come through the heels. Not too fast. At your pace. 6 more. And 4. Down. Oh yes. Starting to feel it getting a little bit lower here. Maybe a little cracking if you're like me. Last one. And come up. Good. Go ahead and shake that out. And we're going to go into a lunge this time. So we're going to start with a curtsy lunge. And I'm going to start with my right leg. Depending on how your mirroring is working, might be your left. We're going to stick to one leg, so it doesn't matter which one that you start with. Hands are going to come in front, pressing together to help you with that balance. So we're going to step that leg back and up. And same side. Down, press up. Push to come up. Now you'll notice that front leg is starting to feel that work because as we're taking it back up, It's that leg that's pushing you back to start. Down. Extra challenge is to lower that knee in the back a little bit more. Last two. Last one. Good. And come up and just shake it out. As I mentioned, nothing except your mat. So we're not getting any arms in today, but we want to keep those shoulders relaxed as we go into our next set. So this time, opposite leg. I'm going to take it right behind me. Down. Push to come up. Press. So as I'm doing this exercise, I can feel all this work in here. So my glute muscle is working hard to help my back leg to come back to starting position. Press to come up. Almost there. Push to come up. Last one. Press to come up. All right, so the whole time we keep that chest nice and lifted. We don't want to shift the weight down, but we want to keep those legs and those glutes working hard. And we get a little bit of hips on that one too. Let's go into straight side leg work. So we're going to press your hand against a wall, or if you have a standing bar or a chair, you can use that as well. It's just for balance. Now, set yourself up so that you can really feel that everything is shifting downward, right? So we're not leaning. Once we get going, you'll notice how your body tries to adapt, but we want to keep this straight leg, straight positioning right down to the floor as much as possible. Here we go, side leg raise. Slight flex in your foot, and it's as if you have a piece of web between your legs, and it just stretches, opening to the side and right back down. Up. You think when you have an elastic, that elastic just lifts straight out to the sides, pulls it right back in, rather than letting our body shift forward or back. Last two. Last one. Good. Still continuing to use that wall. Take a nice deep breath in and out right here. And I'm going to shift just slightly so you can see me. I'm going to lift my same leg that I was just working. Look down, and I like to have my knees lined up so my legs are in parallel. Now, same thing. You've got that piece of web still there. We're just going to lift to the side, back down. And up. Slight bend in my standing leg because that standing leg is feeling all that work, but we're getting some nice action in the glute muscle to lift the leg and in our hip muscles as we push outward and then pull back in. My touch on my wall is barely there. Last two and one, and take it down. All right, don't worry about counting it out. I'm slightly doing it for you. We're matching sides. Okay, so we need to get that side leg work on the other side. So shift yourself around so that you can have that wall there for balance. I'm going to try some without, so that's always an option as well. So again, standing nice and tall. I'm going to press my hands in front for a little bit of help with balance. Slight bend on my standing leg, and then lift to the side. So I never want anyone to fall. So make sure if you need that wall, you go ahead and take it to get those raises in. Doesn't matter if you have to turn around. I can't see you as you're joining me with a nice little recording made just for you. Last two and one. Good. Same thing, we're going to do that leg raise to the side, little fire hydrant. So we lift and then lift to the side. So remember, if I look down, my legs are in parallel towards each other. Do you notice a difference in the side where you're raising your leg. Maybe one, you're able to get a little bit higher. The hips don't mind it. Ready? 3, 2, last one. Good. All right, and take it down. Okay, so we're going to repeat a little bit of the work we just did standing and then come down to the floor for a few extra exercises, starting with those squats. This time when we come down, we're going to do a little pause at the bottom, really making the legs press to come up. Ready, set, we go down, push to come up. So a little bit slower, little pause at the bottom. Think about it as 1, 2, press back up. Can you aim a little bit lower this time? Sinking into the heels, sending the glutes behind you. Down. Last one. Press to come up. Wider stance. And again, we're going to add a little pause at the bottom. Ready? Here we go. Down. Press. Push. We're only doing half this time because we're lingering a little bit more, which feels work. Last one. Press to come up. Good. All right, one quick set of those alternating curtsies this time. So you're going back into your lunge, press, other side, push. Again, always set goals for yourself. Maybe drop that lower knee down a little bit more. Up. One more. And push to come up. Great job. All right, so grab your mat. So I'm going to go a little bit at that diagonal. My hands are directly under my shoulders. Nice strong arms pushing the floor away, keeping the core over here nice and braced. And then same thing, we lift to the side. So getting a few on the floor. Feel that difference. Still fighting your body from shifting over to the opposite side. It's a challenge. Last one. And lower down. Now lengthen that leg back all the way. Keeping your foot on the floor, we're going to do a little alternating tap. So we tap out, tap back. Nice and slow, so it's only the leg moving. Tap back. Out. Tap back. Out. Tap back. 2 more. Out. 1. And in. Good. We're going to work that same leg one more time. I know. You got this. Push the floor away. Lift the leg up. And just lift right here. So you're holding your leg up. Little presses at the top. Nice and strong upper body. Keeping yourself lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way down. Sink back. Stretch it out. And then go ahead and switch it around. That way you can see me. So that first one is that the fire hydrant to the side. So we lift. Lift. Have you noticed your back started to sink down a little bit? Maybe re-lift. 3, 2, last one. Lengthen the leg out long. Repress. Always take a little pause in between because we tend to start to sink down. We're getting tired. Step out and in. Out. This one's great because you can feel it for the inside of the leg as well. Those abductor muscles. Out. 2 more. Good. And then the last thing we'll do is that donkey press up. So you're going to bend at your knee, Re-engage, pressing into the floor, and then just little presses right here. Push, push. Yes. You can do it. Keep pressing. Keep that back lifted, nice and straight with your head. It's all about you right now. 3, 2, and 1. And then press to come back, giving your wrists a break, rolling them around. All right, so since you came down to the floor with me, I'm going to have us do a quick down dog. And to do that, we are pressed into the floor. Push your toes into the floor. Lift your knees all the way up to that triangle position. So it may be a little bit challenging, but once you're here, it's a nice stretch. Push your heels further towards your floor. And then I want you to trust your legs here by taking a step forward. Other leg comes in. And then reach towards your feet and slowly roll up. All right, so we got a nice butts and guts workout in today with those exercises. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that this was a great workout for you that will help you to feel stronger. Great for walking when our glutes get stronger. So keep coming back for more, and we'll keep working on it together. Thanks.